Detroit Pistons coach Stan Van Gundy used his team's trip to Washington to again voice his support for athletes who kneel during the national anthem and his opposition to President Donald Trump. Van Gundy was asked before Friday night's game against the Wizards what he hoped would result from the president's criticism of NFL players who refused to stand for the anthem and the resulting national dialogue about political activism by professional athletes. "I don't know what good can come out of anything the president has said," Van Gundy said. "As far as the athletes' protest, I hope people would pay attention to the issues that caused the protest in the first place and realize that we have a problem disproportionately with police brutality towards men of color." Van Gundy also criticized fans who have booed those athletes because they believe the gesture is disrespectful to the United States military. "I thought that one of the things the military is fighting for is the American way of life and our values, which I think starts with freedom of speech," Van Gundy said. "Our country was founded on protest. Otherwise, we would still be a colony of England. You would think people would appreciate nonviolent protests that will be made. If you don't stand for freedom of speech and you don't think those players have the right to freedom of speech, what American values are you for?" It was not the first time Van Gundy has spoken out on these issues. When Trump was elected last November, Van Gundy told the Detroit Free Press it was the first time he had been ashamed of his country. Last month on the team's media day, he read a prepared statement in support of athletes who use their visibility for political purposes, including protests during the anthem. The NBA has a policy requiring that players stand for the anthem. The Pistons' visit to Washington was their first since January 21, one day after Trump's inauguration.